Welcome back. Let's unpack what you just discovered because understanding this fundamentally changes how you'll work with AI. So AI isn't magic or science fiction. It's an artificial intelligence agent, basically a digital partner that can process, understand, and respond. The core of it all? The large language model, the LLM. This is the brain that's been trained on massive amounts of text. Conversations, articles, books, code, you name it. The LLM doesn't think the way humans do, but it's incredibly skilled at recognizing patterns and predicting what should come next in any given context. Here's a simple way to picture it. The LLM is like having access to a brilliant colleague who's read everything but experiences nothing. It can recognize patterns from millions of examples and apply them to your specific situation. Some LLMs specialize in certain areas, others are generalists. You'll learn to pick the right one for your needs as we go. Now, the LLM by itself is just potential energy. What makes it useful is the agent, the interface that lets you interact with that brain. ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, these are different agents, different ways to access and work with these AI brains. Each one has its own personality, strengths, and quirks. Why does AI sometimes feel surprisingly human? Because these models learned from human communication. All of it. The good, the bad, the formal, the casual. They've absorbed how we express ideas, emotions, even humor. They mirror our communication patterns back to us. They're not conscious or feeling anything. They're reflecting the patterns of human expression they've learned. Here's the breakthrough that the AI Unrestricted Conversational Coding method brings to the table. Forget typing. Start talking. Your voice is the key to unlocking AI's real potential. When you need help from a colleague, do you hand them a written memo? Of course not. You explain the situation. Think out loud, maybe ramble a bit while you figure out what you're really asking. That natural flow of conversation, that's exactly how you should interact with AI. Your microphone becomes your most powerful tool. Speaking lets you dump your entire thought process without worrying about perfect sentences. You can explain for minutes, change direction mid-thought, say, "Actually, wait, let me explain this differently." AI processes all of it and understands the context behind your words. The difference between typing prompts and having conversations is like the difference between sending telegrams and having a real discussion. One is limited and formal. The other is natural and expansive. How you approach AI matters more than you might think. Treat it like a thoughtful partner. Explain context, share your reasoning, be clear about what you need, and you'll get dramatically better results. The conversational approach makes this natural because you're not performing for the AI, you're working with it. Something crucial that wasn't in the PDF. Once you start speaking to AI instead of typing, you stop being limited by your writing speed or your ability to articulate in text. Your ideas flow naturally. Complex problems that would take paragraphs to type out become simple 5-minute explanations. The conversation method removes the friction between your thoughts and AI's assistance. This conversational approach transforms AI from a command line tool into something that feels alive and responsive. You're not issuing instructions to a machine. You're having a working session with a knowledgeable partner who happens to be artificial. The best part? You don't need any special skills, no prompt engineering, no technical knowledge, just the ability to explain what you're thinking and what you need, the same skills you use every day when talking to other people. This foundation, understanding AI as a brain with an agent body that you can talk to naturally, that's what makes everything else in this course possible. Next up is Module 4. What's possible with AI? Now that you know what AI actually is and how to talk to it, you're ready to see what you can build and create together. Back in a bit.